My name is Aditya, and today I want to introduce myself. When I was very young, this inspiration of my life into this path came when I was very small. Even before I, even before I became teenager. This inspiration came when I was my mother. I saw my mother every day. She used to meditate, and I used to come from the school and watching her from the window that she is sitting and she is meditating by herself. But at that time, as we all are rebellious to our roots because of lack of understanding. So I liked it, but still I was not able to meditate because maybe I was not ready in that time. But still, I had this. I started being a curious child. I started questioning that why people they sit quite like this, why they are acting certain way. Where my interest, but still, maybe this gene was still calling me. Something special was calling me inside since my childhood. So I started doing gymnastics. I started doing yoga. Sorry, not yoga. I started doing gymnastics. I started doing martial arts. I started practicing a different form of arts just to know myself, just to be who I am. But later, when I was around 15-year-old, around like in my high school, 9th or 10th grade, I started vomiting blood from my mouth, from my nose, from my exudative system. And then I was just praying something because every moment, like I used to feel that maybe after 10 minutes or 1 hour later I gonna leave my body because I was feeling so much terrible with my entire body. And in that time I decided that if the this supreme consciousness or whatever you call it, God, if I get this life, I want to help society and I want to work more in nearly like inside myself, because we had everything in my life. Like my father was not so poor, like we had the basic comfort we had in our life. He bring me to the best hospital and everything to help, but nothing was working in the time. And even like the people, those who used to love me, I saw them how they are going far away from me because I was vomiting blood, so they thought that maybe they will get virus through me. So I came to know, wow, the world is so much fake in this world. What is the reality? And my mother was also crying because I was the elder son of her. I was the first son of her. So she was like, every time she was like crying. My father was almost like crying every day. This made me like a quite eye-opening experience in my life. And then later on, after my finishing my high school, I went to 5 years of study in the southern India, about the, like you can say, more like spiritual study. I went where I studied Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Bhagavad Gita, and all this, like the basic Upanishads. I went to study, but still, there's a words, but there's no yet experience into it. And I was seeking some experience, not just the words, not just like repeating the mantras or repeating the sutras, but I want to experiencing. I came there to experience. As I born in this culture, so of course I had all this story I have heard already, but now I want to experience them. So for the sake of experience, again I went to one of my friend, actually, he called me to come to Kumbh Mela. And that Kumbh Mela, I saw that sadhus and this, the yogis, they have a different type of practices. So there my faith become like little stronger and my hope became much more stronger, that there is a possible, there is still now there is a possibilities for this modern being, this human being, still there is a possibility to get something higher. And since then I started meeting different type of yogis or different practitioners, and each practices I will not say that I have not got from all those guru, then this guru was fake and that guru was fake. Every guru was very much perfect for me, at least now what I experience in myself now. And I have learned from all those gurus something they gave me. And I can say that Until now, I feel myself a lifelong student, not a teacher, not any guru, or not a mentor. Yeah, of course, I can as a friend of anybody. Of course, I'm here to support them, to encourage them this path, because I feel that if it's helpful for this person, one who used to feel once in his life the completely useless, if this person, the mercy can come to this person, I think the mercy can happen to any person. It's just if something we are lacking on, that lacking on our steps, that we are not even taking the first step, we are just living in the mind but not in the action. And I want our friends to come to experience this with the empty mind, with the surrendering mind, which is quite difficult. People, they say surrendering means quite weakness, but I believe the surrendering needs of great strength. And that is also something that comes with the practice. Once you, of course, it's very good to have doubt, but this doubt becomes much more clear when you practice it. I have been into the spiritual path, or I can say my curiosity has been always to know myself. As I have been deep immersed myself past 10 years, I have came to know that there are, our ancestor has left so many beautiful technology, what you call tantra or the yoga, and there's so many beautiful art, and through that, through those arts we can realize ourselves. Past 7 years, this is what I have been digging, to going from masters to masters, and they all gave me certain teachings. So this is what past, now I feel that it's good time to share this great teachings to my friends. I will not call myself a guru or a teacher, but as I always repeat, that I'm not a teacher or a guru, but I'm a friend who want people to actively participate into it. Because this technology, what we call tantra or the yoga, this has nothing to do with any religion, but because these things existed even before any religion came, any Christian, what we call the Christian or Islam or the Buddhism or the Hinduism came, it existed even before it. So here our mission is to realize more and more people, they should realize it. We are just the descendant form of the God themselves. And we have to go to the ascendant form and realize ourselves that we are that God themselves, what we are practicing. And by connecting to their spirit, again we can realize ourselves who we are. And that can only come when we will not just preach our ancestor and what we call God, Shiva, Buddha, whoever, when we will practice them, not just preaching them. And then again, by using their technology, we can realize ourselves. I will not say that the people, they should they have to leave their house, or they have to become monk, or they have to isolate themselves. Wherever you are, you have to just start yourself. No need to discover, no need to go and find a guru or this and that. In what many ways, just do your best effort, the guru will come naturally to you. There's a wonderful saying, when the disciple is ready, the master appears. So it's something that if something is lacking within us, there are still many realized people. The Buddha came to them in this time. There are every day happens a certain incident when some enlightened, even Baba Gorakhnath ji or Mahavatar Baba ji, again give the time to time people, they have experiences, everyday experiences happen, but few people, the few experiences we heard through the YouTube and this, but every day this kind of experiences happen with the people. So which means we can still connect with, if we are genuine from in our path, we can still connect with them. If something is we are not able to connect or we are not able to achieve this thing, is something we are lacking in ourselves. From there everything is clear, is something is lacking in our step. We are just thinking so much into the head, but we are not into the practice. So my actually is always approach actually that I say that that not just preach it, but to practice it. With the practice, those technologies, again we can realize ourselves. At the same time, I want to be very much clear that people, they should not believe anything, but they should practice it. So don't preach, but practice. And to for that, a person need to go into the experiment of themselves. They have to put into that experiment, and then they can realize. If you want to become a good cook, you cannot just read the menu, how the menu is written, like okay, this way. You have to really go in the kitchen and chop the vegetables. You might, in the first time, you will not be able to cook like very perfect food, you won't be able to make, but slowly, as you will do it, practice, within like maybe 10 days, or let's say 1 month, you will be able to cook some good dishes. So it's a very basic intelligence, is a very common sense, that we have to first put the effort, and the later is depend on our genuinity. It's also depend on our past karmas, that what kind of karmas that we are holding, and how much our intentionally, how much we are clear about it. Because you can lie to me, a human being can lie to a human being, but the supreme energy, which is much more powerful than us, they know about your past life, they know about your future life. You cannot lie them. So it's very important that if we are really truly from ourselves, if we are clear, I'm sure the help will come. And don't think that also, again, I'm telling that when I say truly, no need to follow any niyamas. You just have to start. I always say people that once you start doing your sadhana, maybe mantra sadhana you are doing, or your meditation, or whatever you're doing it, if you just start it, once you will start it, then naturally unnecessary things will fall from you. You don't have to say that, okay, first, if you go to a doctor, suppose, like one of the very good story I remember, that I say to my one of the Guruji, that hey, why you initiate anybody? And the Guruji said, if the person is sick, if person is sick, then they come to doctor. Why he will come when he is already better? Why he will come to a doctor? Which means these people, they have some problems, then they are come to them. So I mean to say that once you will start practicing some sadhana, what will happen? Naturally you will get healthier. Healthy does not mean like physical health, but your consciousness naturally will expand, and your body, your consciousness will naturally will tell you what is good for you, what is not good for you. So don't make any unnecessary promise that first you should be a very perfect person. If you eat meat, you should not do sadhana. If you eat garlic, you should not do that. Or you have any kind of habit that you feel that it is not unethical to any spiritual progress. Don't think all unnecessary things. You just start from wherever you are, and the things will unfold naturally inside you. So this is a very fake thing, when you have to do all these fake promises. You have to become very best, you have to become a certain type of clothes, you have to meet a certain sadhu, you have to become Hindu, or you have to first initiated by some guru. All these things are fake thing. Let's start from wherever we are. Even something goes wrong, that's also fine. Still, that is experience for you. That will make your trust much more higher. Okay, something this time went wrong, next time will be better. But don't have all those things people, they tell you if you do this kind of practice, you can have this kind of thing, you can have that thing. These are all other false things. Let's step into first. Let's courageous into it. I'm telling you that you are themselves your God. So you don't have to be afraid of anything.